Have you ever heard of Madman Mike Markham? In 2026, his name echoed through the underground scientific community. Using modified transformers on his porch, he managed to rip holes in the local magnetic field, creating a shimmering heat portal. But his experiments were wild, unstable, and dangerous. Markham had the power, but he lacked the focus. Then came a mysterious figure known only as Zero. Zero saw the potential in Markham's madness. He took Markham's raw electromagnetic power and combined it with the theories of another brilliant mind, Nikolai Kozyrev. The solution was elegant: a Kozyrev mirror. Imagine a spiraling aluminum cylinder designed not to reflect light, but to reflect and concentrate a mysterious force called time energy. Zero encased Markham's entire apparatus within this mirror. The high-voltage transformers generated a localized gravity well, just like Markham's setup. But instead of the energy dissipating chaotically, the Kozyrev mirror's spiral geometry captured the chronal waves, reflecting them back onto themselves. This created a standing wave of what Zero called non-linear time. A dangerous electrical discharge was transformed into a stable, navigable doorway. When Zero powered up the machine, the effect was astonishing. The air inside the aluminum spiral didn't just shimmer. It crystallized. Zero stepped into this focal point. Unlike Markham's tests where objects simply vanished, Zero's consciousness remained tethered to his own time, while his physical body synchronized with the reflected time flow. By simply adjusting the angle of the mirror's spiral, Zero didn't just throw a wrench into the future. He walked into 2027 and back, bringing with him a digital log of the entire journey. He had taken a madman's dream and forged it into the world's first predictable, man-sized temporal gateway. But building a time machine is one thing. Making it safe is another. Zero knew that traveling through time was like playing with fire, and he needed a very sophisticated fire extinguisher. He implemented a series of advanced safeguards to prevent catastrophic paradoxes and ensure his own survival. First, he built in what he called the Novikov self-consistency filter. He used the very geometry of the Kozyrev mirror to act as a causal filter. As Zero traveled, the torsional fields reflected back onto him, ensuring that any actions he took in another time were already a part of established history. This prevented the classic grandfather paradox. You couldn't go back and change something in a way that would prevent your own existence, because the machine itself wouldn't allow it. But what about smaller, unintended consequences? If Zero attempted to alter a major event, the machine's sensors would detect a shift in quantum probability. The universe would then recalibrate events around his actions to ensure the same overall outcome still happened, just through a different path. It's like trying to dam a river. The water will always find a new way to the sea. Next, Zero integrated a chronological protection field, inspired by Stephen Hawking's chronology protection conjecture. He put a strict energy cap on the transformers. This prevented the formation of closed time-like curves that could cause reality itself to break down. An automatic shutoff was also key. If the torsion fields ever became too unstable, the mirror's spiral would mechanically rotate away from the focal point, instantly collapsing the portal. And what about landing safely? Markham had reportedly experienced amnesia and uncontrolled displacement, once landing 800 miles away. To avoid materializing inside a wall or in the vacuum of space, Zero used a planetary coordinate calculator. This system tracked Earth's precise movement through the cosmos, locking his spatial coordinates. The machine also maintained an entangled tether to his 2026 departure point, a quantum lifeline that could pull him back instantly if the destination time became unstable. Finally, to protect himself from the intense electromagnetic radiation that Markham had suffered from. This biological shielding prevented the flashbang amnesia and allowed him to travel with a clear mind. Zero's work opened a Pandora's box of possibilities that went far beyond just time travel. The fringe science communities that followed him began exploring all sorts of unconventional technologies, many of them branching from the same core ideas. The Kozyrev mirror itself became a huge area of interest for studying consciousness and psychic phenomena. Some researchers believe it can reflect thought energy, or even tap into a universal collective consciousness. This field, known as parapsychology, is now using modern tools like neuroimaging and AI to analyze data from these experiments, trying to find scientific proof for ESP. Others are taking it a step further, exploring brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, potentially allowing us to decode messages from the deceased or other non-physical entities. Then there's the quest for alternative energy and propulsion, a dream inspired by inventors like Nikola Tesla. Fringe scientists are constantly exploring designs for free energy devices that could harness limitless ambient energy, completely upending our understanding of physics. Closely related is the search for anti-gravity technology. Proponents believe electromagnetic propulsion could lead to vehicles with unlimited speed, and they often point to this kind of theoretical tech as a possible explanation for UFO or UAP sightings. Even the world of paranormal investigation has seen a technological leap. Ghost hunters are moving beyond simple EMF meters to advanced quantum sensors. These tools can detect incredibly subtle changes in electromagnetic fields or temperature that might be linked to hauntings or other quantum-level interactions. And of course, we have the famous spirit boxes and EVP recorders. Spirit boxes rapidly scan radio frequencies with the idea that spirits can manipulate the white noise to form words. Now, paranormal investigators are using artificial intelligence to analyze hours of audio and sensor data. AI can sift through the noise, identify patterns a human might miss, and help differentiate a random radio snippet from a potential genuine electronic voice phenomenon. From a madman's dream on a porch to a stable gateway through time, Zero's work ignited a revolution. It blurred the lines between science fiction and tangible reality, pushing humanity to question the very fabric of our universe. The pursuit of these strange and wonderful technologies continues today in hidden labs and online forums, driven by the same curiosity that led Zero to step into that shimmering, crystallized air. What other secrets are waiting to be unlocked? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of fringe science, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the unknown. See you next time.